His new name is Cope.
I was going to try to avoid that.
Not his nickname. That's his new name. He's now Cope. The rated R superstar, Cope. It's just like, I can't even say it with a straight face. The rated R superstar, Cope.
Yeah.
I can't cope. Well, we're doing an audio-only podcast. I didn't think to tell Jared that there was a pay-per-view tonight. But you're here.
I'm here.
And we have to do the show.
I watched the show.
So we just had to do it.
Continental Classic semifinals, Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. Great match! Effing great match!
It was only the second best match on the show, I thought.
It was clearly the second best match for Will Ospreay on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Great match! Chanting Baldy.
They were singing the goodbye song.
Na-na-na-na, you're bald.
They geeked him again afterwards. The more they geek him, the better I think it is. The fans pelt him with toilet paper. Ricochet does not move. He's so, what's the word? Geeked?
It is now.
He's just been so geeked.
He's humiliated.
Kyle and Roddy hold MJF so that Adam Cole can knock him out with the ring. I think it was supposed to be like the big climactic pop of the match. Mm-hmm. This crowd booed Adam Cole when he knocked this guy out with his own ring. I was like, oh my God. It's time for this to be over.
I was so confused.
Yeah.
What the hell is next for any of these men? Your usual Mercedes 20-plus minute banger?
Took a while for Mercedes to get going when she first came here. But now she is hitting on all cylinders, as they say.
The heel turn was a big part of it, and her matches are just awesome.
We finally got Tokyo Dome Okada.
We did.
At AEW.
Holy forking shirt balls.
Excuse me.
A breathtaking match. It took my breath away.
Kenny Omega, his music hits, the place goes nuts, he gets a gigantic ovation. Okada raises the belt and stares him down. Of course, you cannot help but notice that in the background on the big screen is an all-in advertisement. In case you're thinking about buying tickets but you're not sure, we're trying to get some goddamn tickets sold. It's going to be the match, it looks like.
I'm watching a better-than-average Raw main event here in this AEW pay-per-view. This show would have been so much better if Okada and Ospreay had gone on last. And out comes the returning Adam Copeland with his sweet, sweet mullet.
Some people were very disappointed, maybe because Okada won again. Nobody was, like, elevated. Moxley retained, but, I mean, I thought it was overall, like, a pretty damn great show.
It was a good show. The fucking Pointer Sisters are on my TV, singing about how excited they are. A song older than 95% of the roster.
Yeah, you know, I don't dislike it, but it did kind of come off a little geeky.
It does not strike me.
I'm so excited as AEW Dynamite starts.
It does not strike me as a song that gets me in the mood to watch people fight. Orange gets a trio of orange punches, but Hangman just shrugs all of them off, hits the buckshot, and wins.
I was flabbergasted at that finish. He hit his finish 3 times in a row. Boom, 1. Boom, 2. Boom, 3. He's going for the 4th one. He gets hit with a buckshot and pinned.
Yeah, he didn't even get a cover.
No, that was like a jobber finish. I have no problem with Hangman beating Orange Cassidy, but I have no idea who came up with that finish. I would have said no. Bowens hits the ring, and Max Caster is on the wrong side of the post.
Yes.
And so Caster realizes too late he's not there. And you could see Bowens is looking over at Caster.
Yeah.
Like, dude, get on the other side of the fucking post. So finally Caster figures out I'm on the wrong side of the fucking post. He goes to the other side, and they do their blind tag spot. In storyline, they're pretending like they can't get their shit together, and they're irritated with each other. And in real life, they cannot get their shit together, and they're irritated with each other.
It was fascinating.
Hey, Jared, I'm definitely out of focus here.
Maybe you're just sick.
Well, no, I'm watching the video, and I put it on HD, and I was still blurry. Let's see. There we go. That's much worse. Okay, go ahead.
I'm afraid that's what you actually look like, yes.
Damn it.
So it's Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart.
This was a pretty much nothing happening match.
A Mercedes Moné segment.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you guys that Camille wasn't going to be back?
No.
Yeah. No follow-up?
Nope.
Nope, she's done.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not saying she'll never be back, but, like, you know, they were writing her out, and they did it quick.
Swerve's running wild when Ricochet appears and stabs him in the face with scissors.
Not just scissors. Solid gold scissors.
They were, in fact, gold scissors.
Where the fuck do you get a pair of giant gold scissors? Well, Ricochet had them, but this guy's getting stabbed with golden fucking scissors and headbutted and stabbed and headbutted. And Nobody came out to make the save. He was all by himself. Until finally, the undisputed kingdom of all people had to play security for poor Swerve. Golly.
And Jarrett says, I've decided I am not retiring. And that last outlaw wants one more ride, not just any AEW gold. Put my ass in the gauntlet. My New Year's resolution is to become AEW World Champion. Well, it's good to have goals. He looks up at Big Bill and just says, your face is stupid. And Big Bill is exactly what I'm thinking, exactly what I thought. I look just like him.
That was the joke.
That was the joke.
That was the joke. Big Bill has always been Giant Edge.
Yes.
And Edge looked him in the face and said, your face is stupid.
Yes.
I laughed.
I also laughed.
His new name is Cope.
I was going to try to avoid that.
Not his nickname. That's his new name. He's now Cope.
The Rated R Superstar Cope.
The Rated R Superstar Cope. I don't care if they introduce him as the Rated R Superstar Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
And then everybody calls him Cope. That's fine. I mean, apparently there was an interview and he said, I just want to see like Cope versus Mox on the marquee or whatever, because John Moxley is known as Mox. But the point he's missing is he's not. He's known as John Moxley.
John Moxley.
But people call him Mox.
Sure.
The Rated R Superstar Cope. It's just like, I can't even say it with a straight face. The Rated R Superstar Cope.
Yeah.
I can't cope.
This is also the return of FTR in that
Why didn't you just shorten it to Land? Instead of Cope? He should be Land.
All right.
Yes.
I'll try to
the
stick
Rated R Superstar Land. Whatever you think of NXT, they do a good job getting over everyone's personalities, okay? But man, they do a match. It could have been any two women on the roster. It's just a choreographed, boom, 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 a bunch of moves. There's like no story to the match. There's nothing that plays into either personality. I guess maybe Lola shakes her ass here and there or whatever.
But the moves look cool.
I guess they were cool.
I really enjoyed this.
So this show was taped, and they did not edit out when Shotzi almost killed herself.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she went for a tope, and apparently it was her knee brace that got caught up on the ropes. And man, she went straight down on her head. Apparently she was fine. She was back doing spots like very quickly.
Yeah.
But I thought she was pretty much dead. They're doing this on purpose now. Do you understand?
Of course they are.
They're doing this on purpose. They have to be. To see my reaction to these segments. Regal's just looking a little angry. Ava's Ava. Lexus is cradling his cup. And Charlie is just angry.
Yeah.
Ava then says the match can end via DQ. But it's a gray area if the cup can change hands that way.
Okay, I need to stop you right now. Pause. I thought, I want to put my head through that wall. When I put my head through that wall, I want the wall to be filled with angry bees. And I don't want you to burn down this house with me and the bees still inside. None of that happened. I held my breath. I moved on with my life.
She is the absolute worst storyline GM in the history of this goddamn fucking industry. I was fuming. I had smoke pouring out of my ears and my eyes. I was vomiting flame. I was so fucking pissed off. This show's so dumb sometimes.
It's a very dumb show.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I really like it, and sometimes there's a week like this where it's like, were you all on drugs? What the fuck happened this week?